start the stream on TikTok. Okay. Welcome in, welcome in. I've adjusted a few things throughout the day here. As you can tell, oh, I forgot I gotta fix that for the socials there. Maybe that's the right one. I'll double check that in a minute. There we go. That should be better. Had to fix that. I almost forgot about doing that earlier. I had put this all together earlier, and I went, wait a minute. As I'm on my way to work, I'm like, wait a minute. I don't need to put Twitch handles on Twitch, but I do need to put my TikTok. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? Oh, okay, I did get it right. Cool. Anyways, welcome in, welcome in. I forgot to record this earlier, so this way I can record and post to YouTube, so that way you guys can watch from there as well. So, but welcome in. You can see all my socials now, all down here. Okay, and you can see when when I actually stream. So I got all this information now, which is great. So, with all that information now, I'm going to just go ahead and start drawing. I also got a nice light now. My wife pointed out to me earlier. She can't really see me, so yeah, I got a light. So now you get to see me after I've been at work for several hours. I coach tennis, so I'm running around, walking around, dealing with tennis balls, hitting tennis balls. I get worn out, so I try to be as presentable as possible. So pardon me. Kind of drink water. Anywho, so welcome in, welcome in. Let's do a little warm up here to get me going. This is my character that I'm working on. You can see from his face and everything. He is called the Divine Demon. He's a Batman-esque character. He doesn't have the money like Batman, but he does have the detective slash fighting skills of a Batman. So, yeah. I just really need to. Okay, that's where the symbol will go. All that fun stuff. Welcome in, welcome in. feel free to like, follow, share on TikTok there. If you have a specific character you want me to draw real quick, I got no problem with doing that either. Feel free to ask. If it's too complicated, I do have the right to say no. Just letting you know that. So, but yeah. Welcome in. Oh, as you can see down here, down below here, I am also live on Twitch at the same time. I will repost all this stuff on YouTube. Hopefully my sound stuff works properly, so that way when I do this, should come out well. You can see a lot more of my artwork at my Instagram too. Yeah. Ribs. Yeah. Blocked. Wing. Situation. But I think it's kind of cool what I thought about for this guy's cape. Like, yes, this looks cool, but what I'm gonna have is that it's got a special ability to also drop down. So you can actually, like, these look like wings, but they can also create a long cape. So it could potentially be here. I can put a different layer on. So if it goes here, it comes around. drop down and have a cape. So that'd be kind of cool to see it. Like he's walking around, he's got the cape. Oh, next thing you know, it drops, comes back in, and boom, he's in fighting mode. Or if he wants to fight with the cape, it'd be kind of cool. You can use it kind of like how Batman does his cape situation, where he flings it around. I don't know if you ever played any of the Batman video games, like Arkham City or Arkham Knight or Arkham Asylum. Like there's a special move where the Batman does where he takes it and stuns his opponents. So not gonna lie, I did not realize this song was on this playlist. I feel like I've been hearing it everywhere. But I'm gonna refresh the viewer count for Twitch. Oh, yeah, feel free to give me a follow on either TikTok or Twitch. You know, there's been a lot of news saying that TikTok might be going away. So if you like what you're seeing, always follow me. You can feel free to follow me on on Twitch there, just because of the fact that you can still catch me there. I will be streaming no matter what, one way or another, just so that way, everybody can see the journey from start to finish for my book. On top of that, you can also see where I potentially want to go with everything. So, yeah. But let's get back to inking here. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna do this. I'm just copying him. Let's do this. I'm gonna delete that. No, that's the one. I'm gonna take him. Copy. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And let's go paste. That's much better. If I do it this way. Okay, much better. Now we can potentially, yeah, I can get the feet done. Oh, what I should do. Okay, let's. Oh, yeah, I got my cat underneath me. I just don't want to kick her. No, let's. I'm going to show you the villain for this guy. He's going to be kind of cool. Um, oh, I said that earlier. Okay, cool. Okay, so he's my divine demon. Now, his villain. I'll tell you his backstory in a few minutes here. So villain. Mm, let's. Now, I apologize. This character is going to be a little bit creepy. Because let me see what we have. Open. this is the one. No. No. Scratch that. That's not the one I want. Let's just do this. Let's go. No. Swap that. How did I spell it? There it is. Oh. What just happened? No. You don't get to skip songs because I wasn't just doing something else. Yeah. Okay. Touchbus is going to be import image. Okay, let's see if I can find where I put him. I'm scanning. Two seconds. Almost there. Where did I put this? Nope. Yeah, I guess I didn't put it in here. Okay. Well, okay. I don't know if I can find it eventually. I know I have it somewhere. If worse comes worse, I rescan it. But, oh, that's, um, so, Vespus. those of you that are actors know probably quite a lot about Thespis. I'm actually gonna use a reference on this one. Three. That's a female. Okay, now I have that. What should I pose them like? Pose, there we go. like that. Right. Now, this is where things get weird, especially because of the face. Kind of like my Joker character with a very tragic backstory. So now that we've got the body kind of sitting there, let's put this blade down. David. Oh man. Oh man, it's only been 30 minutes. Need to mark the hairline. It's extremely important on this character. Because we all know there's drama masks, you know, the happy. Well, it just looks happy and angry, but you know, the happy, sad face. But there's like a wide range of different emotions you can show. Like I just showed an angry face. You also do the oh, blah. And also flip the eyes. Annoyed type of look. Can also do here the upside down version, like the happy eyes, but with the sinister look type of thing. There's so many different ways you can combine those eyes and mouth. Even if you do just the eyes, you know, by themselves, we just do a simple oh type of face. So there's a wide range of emotion, but the only way you can tell that emotion is he's got to wave his hands. His hand has to come across his face. It does not change. Like, I think at one point in time, oh, when I do this character, when he wipes his hand across his face, it will show like this small change. Like it will be too early for his hand, but you'll see the delay of the face somewhat kind of thing, changing from a happy to sad type of thing. I think that will be a crazy looking villain. And the fact that the mask is going to be relatively flat, there's not a lot of shape to it, not a lot of depth to it. You know, it's one of those, when you see the mask in a profile, it's going to be here. Type of thing, and then you'll see the eyes and the mouth. Because you would think, oh, I get to see the nose and all this other detail. No, this overlays on his face. It does not show the definition of his face. It just overlays. Yeah, so what becomes his face more than anything. So I really started this. I mean, I started this really late today. Just drinking my water. So, but yeah, I had this idea. Like I was talking to a friend of mine when I created this guy. Like I had an idea of face. I didn't have a name. So he was sitting there because I was going to school for computer animation at the time, and he was in theater. He was one of the theater majors, like or the film majors that I hung out with. And he goes, "Why not Thespis?" And just because Thespis was, is the god of theater, and that's what these masks represent, is theater. Um, Imagine somebody so obsessed with theater that it drives them insane. Because when you sit there and you think theater, I want center of attention. Like I want to be the show. I want everything to be about me. And with that mindset, having it that way, it will it will allow me to kind of like really play into that chaotic energy while still really kind of like pulling out personality. I mean, think of Joker. Joker's very chaotic, but he's very smart about that chaos. But and nobody really knows where he came from. I mean, yeah, they've tried to give him an origin to their name and all this stuff, but truly thinking about that, where does he come from? Why does he do what he does? He, you think of Batman, and he's just straight up, oh, justice, justice this, justice that. But in the whole grand scheme of things, he's just wanting to make sure that nobody winds up like he did, an orphan, by a certain age, and an orphan that basically um, that grew up with nothing. I mean, he was left a lot of money, and he inherited a lot of money. But realistically, when you break it down, Batman he didn't really have, doesn't really have anything besides Alfred. He, he's just, he's definitely, been a different situation overall. Sorry, I just realized my follow goal is not looking great on TikTok there. I wanted to fix that. So, um, anyways, yeah. So he, how would I like that? Uh, sorry, I don't know why. I'm not liking it. I think it seems off. I think that's looking better. Probably gonna get going in about 15 minutes. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time on this, and then I'm gonna take off. But let me. Um, yeah. So if you guys could, when you stop in, give me a like, give me a follow. If you like me enough, give me a share. And then with everything going on with TikTok, feel free to also follow me on Twitch. If you do like what you see, that way I can still show you what I'm doing, keep you up in the loop. It will allow me to also post when I get it all done, where to potentially read it. What I'm talking about is my book here, Sci-Fi High. You know, I'm looking so far. So, but yeah, let me do this guy real quick. Okay. Okay. This. Making sure that we're still coming off my camera. Yes. For it to come from somewhere else would be very annoying. Anyways. Crazy messy hair. This. Let's get these crazy. posted there. I have my own Facebook and Instagram. You name it, I'm on social media most likely. The only thing I'm not on is Snapchat. I just couldn't take that anymore. I um yeah. But yeah, I want to make sure I posted all that so that way people will come to follow me here on TikTok. And then also, I've already posted about Twitch, but people can come watch me on either one. Um, and then can also watch me the reruns and kind of the posts on YouTube. So I will have some sort of following somehow, some way. That way you can kind of see what I'm working on. Okay, now that I've got that laid out, let me get his. Hey, how's it going? Well, that's good. I'm just doing some characters, concept stuff tonight. I don't want to get too burnt out on working on my book. I'm pretty far along on a lot of things. Um, yeah, I'm almost done with this page here. Finally got the hands in. I gotta finish coloring, drawing a couple lines in here. But then I also gotta finish this scene. These characters. I gotta draw this guy melting here. Yeah, fun times. But yeah, finishing putting a little detail stuff in here. But overall, it's coming along quite well. So this is another character concept stuff I've been working on. Whole nother story that I'm eventually gonna put together. Oh yeah. So this book is called Sci-Fi High. Um, let me get to the main cover here. It's easier to explain certain things there. So it's about these twins, Mila and Jared, It's their first day at school, at high school. Um, in the middle of nowhere, Midwest, where they start their first day, and they don't know what's in store for them. They know that it's high school. Everybody knows high school is not the same as every other school, but they don't realize that the town also is a government black site type of thing. Um, like everybody knows about the town. Like you can find it on a map. They know people know the town exists. Nobody really comes there to visit because you're not really allowed to come and visit. But because the school has special phenomena that happen, uh, like um, on their first day, they go, they find out that there's a zombie apocalypse gonna be happening. So basically, they started on the first day of the month where a new situation's happening, and they find out it's a zombie apocalypse where everybody could potentially die, not knowing how to survive. But they they clearly survived because the teachers are all like top of the top, like government assassins and special forces, and they're all trained killers, and they can protect all the kids very easily. Um, so this particular book kind of gives you the backstory of the town, gives you a little bit of backstory about the school. Um, Basically, Mila here gets into her class, which her first period of class, which is gym class, and winds up sitting in the bleachers because she's not prepared for it, and is waiting for the period to be over when some stranger walks in. She's thinking that it's some random homeless dude, when in turn it's actually one of the first zombies that come into the school. And the head of physical education um, walks in, pulls out like the big ass Smith and Wesson style gun, uh, shoots it down Dirty Harry style, and looks at her and says, "Hey, I need you to come with me. We're gonna go. We're gonna walk to your brother, and if I need to, tell him what's going on." So he kind of gives her the backstory of the whole school as Jarrett's in the middle of his science class, and the three zombies come walking in, and all this stuff. And then his science teacher is also another teacher that helps a lot of students, where basically he tells him after class what's going on in the school. Um, but they, all the teachers sit there and they say, "Hey, if you are struggling and you don't know what to do, find a teacher, or find this one student, this freshman student, Mars, which is the character in the middle here, because he knows all the ins and outs of the school and how to protect everybody." So, yeah, uh, it's going to be a fun twist for everything because later on in the series you're gonna find out that the reason these two came into the school is because of the fact that there's two factions within the town and the school. Of half of the school wants to expand the phenomenon and get it to be global, and the other half want to shut it down and get rid of all of the phenomena. And Mars's family is all about maintaining within the school limits because they they have talked to certain beings from the phenomena to learn about this stuff. So they study and learn from the intelligent ones that they can talk to about and study the whole thing. But they don't know. Nobody knows whether getting rid of the phenomenon would be good or bad for the world itself. But then on top of that, they all know that if the phenomenon wind up growing and becoming a worldwide thing, it could potentially lead to a lot of dangerous situations for a lot of people because of like a worldwide zombie apocalypse. We all know that wouldn't end well. We've seen the movies, so that's where his family has to kind of maintain all that. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice roller coaster of, hey, here's here's high school, and hey, while you while you do your typical teenage thing, you also have to survive the school's zombie apocalypse this month. So yeah, that's the basis of this first book. So let me get back to that page. I think when I'm all said and done with the book, I'm going to post links for webtoons and comic global comics .com and everything because that's where I'm going to try to post them. That way people can read them. So when I'm all done, said and done with it, inks are done, colors are done, lettering is in. I think what else I need to do with this. Covers will be done. It will be laid out properly. So yeah. Okay. Interesting. But it is midnight for me. You know, I got started a little late tonight, but I am going to call it a night. Thank you very much. Um, TikTok, I'm going to close you first. So, have a good night. Uh, so Twitch, I am, yeah, you can always, you know, follow me here on Twitch. You can also find me on TikTok as well. Yeah. Thanks for listening to the story. Hope you stick with me. I'm basically every night I'm going to try to work on another page or so. Um, so basically, you get to watch me go through the start and finish of the book. You'll get to see me work on it every night until the final product, and then eventually, after I get it published, um, I'll try to publish a physical copy too, and then I'll put that up for sale. So, uh, but yeah, thanks for stopping in. Uh, I'm gonna be closing up here and going to bed. So have a good night, and hopefully I see you tomorrow night or sometime in the future. Okay, thanks, and good night.